Hi guys, online personal trainer Gavin Townsend here. I'm going to talk about a very sensitive subject for many. It's to do with weight loss, and it's a subject that I'm quite passionate about. Why is that? Well, plain and simply put, if I spend all my time trying to dedicate it to the people who are know-it-alls, I'll be failing in business because a lot of them don't want to listen and they've got their own mindset on things. Whereas with weight loss, there's a lot of people out there who are deluded and misguided, and I hate the phrase weight loss. I appreciate the phrase fat loss. It's the underlying reason why people want to lose weight. So many people join these varying groups where they jump on a pair of weighing scales each and every week. They never really look at the nutrition in great detail. They don't have an exercise strategy, and they don't consistently look at the lifestyle habits that need to be drastically changed to get the results that that individual wants. Everyone's different as well. So that's why I offer bespoke plans for people, both with nutrition and exercise. Why is this? Because everybody's different. Everyone's goals are different, everyone's sports are different, everyone's health and lifestyle requirements are different. So I've just had a question today through a group that I set up a few weeks ago. I've got about 400 women on there now. It's called the GC Fat Loss Group for Women on Facebook, and I'm always talking about the misconceptions out there. You'll see a lot of my recent before and after testimonials of various women who have helped. We've got about 15 different before and afters on there now. And I've just had a question in from a lady called Z, and she's just plain and simply said, I go to the gym and eat healthily. What else can I do to achieve my target weight loss quickly? Well, the fact that you said quickly in that sentence says to me that you're in a rush. It implies that you're desperate to lose the weight, but you're in the mindset that you want to do it rapidly. And the reality is you need to accept where you're at. So I say this to everybody. It doesn't matter whether it's the lady who came to me a year ago who's gone from a size 24 to a size 12, or the guy who came to me at 36 stone who's now sub 16 stone 2 years ago. Accept where you're at. If you have 5 pounds in body fat composition to lose, or if you have 2 stone in body fat or 10 stone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bloody matter. Just accept where you're at currently. And that's the biggest issue for most people. It's mindset. It's accepting where they're at. So the moment you accept where you're at, then it can only get better, because you've then got a vision. And if that vision is to have the ideal body for you, which is realistic, then great. Now, I always say to many people, go and get a photo of someone's physique who you would like to be like. And most guys tend to go to some fancy men's health magazine, or they go to the front cover of a muscle mag, and then come to me and say, Gav, I know I'm 8 stone overweight and I've got 2 years of varied weight training and exercise experience, but I want to look like this guy. And I'm thinking, this guy's 20 stone, stacked, low percent body fat. I don't think it's going to be realistic. So guys, just be realistic with your approach when it comes to before and afters. So have a vision to look like somebody who is a bit more realistic. And the same to be said for women. Don't go to the glamorous magazines where the women are malnourished and all air shopped out and lots of fake stuff everywhere, surgically implanted all over the places. Be a bit more realistic in your approach on a figure which resembles what you could look like in a realistic manner. So I've talked about acceptance, I've talked about the subjects of being realistic with your vision. Goal setting. Now let's look at short-term and mid-term and long-term goals. Now, hypothetically speaking, if you've got, say, a stone in fat weight composition to lose, and you could realistically lose a pound in body fat every week through regular exercise and training, well, that's going to take you 12 weeks. That's going to take you 3 months of hard dedication. Realistically, you probably do it in 6, because not everybody is as dedicated as they need to be. So again, this is just touching on the whole realistic side of things. Set your goals which are measurable, and understand that if it is fat loss that you wish to achieve, accept that it's not going to take you 5 minutes. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Good determination, consistency and persistence. Now, a few other good tips is eat regularly. Most people tend to starve themselves throughout the day, skip breakfast, have their main meal in the evening. Why? It's beyond me most days. What I would strongly advise for most people is, if you're just used to having 3 meals a day, start having your main meal at lunch, your second largest at breakfast, and your third largest at dinner. Why is this? If you're working typically 9 till 5, and that's the way you've been living for many years, eating 3 stable meals a day, if you're mainly active in the daytime, why the hell are you having your main meal in the evening when your body's slowing down for rest? So again, look at adopting that approach. Now, for those type of people who are prepared to eat more regularly, fuel the body more consistently, to lose more body fat, to keep yourself from constant hunger, from snacking, take this great tip. Have a decent breakfast. Look at your lunch, make it a little bit bigger, split it between good macronutrients, which are a balance between proteins, carbohydrates and fats, and split it into 3. So you have breakfast, say in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, and then have a mid-late morning meal, about 10, 11. Have one again early afternoon, and again another late afternoon, and then have a dinner. So now you're eating 5 meals a day. You're now eating consistently and regularly. This keeps you from being hungry. This also helps with your metabolic rate. It also helps with fat burning. It also helps with fueling your muscles as well. Another great tip is eat more around exercise. It amazes me how many people are malnourished when they go into the gym, and they leave the gym and they don't feed themselves. Now, the more muscle you have, the more fat you burn, the slimmer you look. But you need to feed your muscles to help them grow, to help the muscles to reduce fat, and also to help you look slimmer. So again, make sure you eat a good meal within an hour after exercising. I usually say to people, have BCAAs during exercise, and ensure that you have a protein shake directly afterwards, and then a meal within 60 minutes after training. It's standard, it's quite common knowledge. Now, again, another subject which is quite sensitive for many. I've got a lot of friends who are Olympic athletes who train in the region of 30 hours a week, which is extreme for many to understand, but it's their job, it's their full-time occupation, it's what they're sponsored and paid to do, it's their hobby, it's their passion, it's what they do, it's what they're about. And the UK average, especially with exercise, is recognised to be 3 hours a week, which in my professional opinion is a load of tosh. If an Olympic athlete's rest day is the equivalent to 2 to 3 hours of exercise, then why is the average person advised to just do 2 to 3 hours of exercise a week? I always say to my customers, train every day. If your goal is to lose X amount in body fat, build up more muscle, look better, feel better, just train more. Do a good split between your weight training and your cardiovascular exercise. Just trying to ensure that you get a higher level of weight training, which will build your muscles up, to cardiovascular. So you could do 3 cardiovascular sessions each week for about an hour at a time, nice and light. You could also do 4 split muscle group workouts a week. That would be a good split, but do an hour a day. There's 168 hours a week. Doing 1 hour exercise a day will equate to less than 5% of your total week. So again, just consider these pointers. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact me on Facebook, and if you can subscribe to me on YouTube, that'd be great. I hope these tips have helped, and I plan to bring out more. Thank you.